Hey everyone, this is BremSter and I am now going to try the puzzle Gridlock by MavericksJD. So this is another puzzle that I have not previously looked at. I don't know anything about this one at all. I have no idea of difficulty or anything at all. So this should be fun. So let's get straight into the rules. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. Digits may not repeat within a cage. Not sure where that's relevant. And digits on purple lines must be a non-repeating set of consecutive digits in any order. So for example, these digits could be 1, 2, 3. Because 1, 2, 3, whichever order I put them in, that would be a consecutive set of digits. They could be 2, 3, 4, same thing. They couldn't be 2, 3, 5 because 2, 3, 5 is not a consecutive set of digits. And I can do them as center pencil marks like this, saying those are the candidates for the cells, because it wouldn't matter if they were 2, 3, 4. They could be 4, 3 and 2, or in any order whatsoever. They just have to appear on the line and they cannot repeat, although these are all in the same rows or columns, so they couldn't anyway. Restarting the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. 24 cage is quite powerful because the maximum digits you can put in are 7, 8 and 9, and 7, 8 and 9 are summed to 24. So I do know that. So how would I make 9 now? I couldn't use 1, 8, I couldn't use 2, 7. So these must be 3, 6 and 4, 5, and these are a 1, 2 pair. Now, is that going to help me at all? And I just got a message on my phone from someone that I can absolutely ignore. Okay, so that is something. Now, there must be a 5 on every one of these. Right, this can't be a 5 because there must be a 5 on this Renban line because it's a 5 cell long Renban line. If I start at 5 and go up, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there must be a 5 on the line. If I start at 2 and go up, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, same thing. Now, if I start at 9 and go down, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, there is a 5 on the line. So this could never be a 5, so this could never be a 4, and this can never be a 5 because there's a 5 on this line. This is not a 5, so this is not a 4. So the 5 is in one of these two cells in the box, and the 4 is in one of those two cells. Now that's interesting. That is, ooh. Because 5 can never go here. So 5 is in one of those cells. Because I was wondering if there's a trick like this in another box, but I'm not sure there is. Like up here, I can never put 5 in any of those cells. So 5 is in one of these cells. So 5 is in one of... Is this about 5s? And where 5s can and can't go. Because 5 can't go in any of these cells. So those cells are automatically excluded from being 5. That cell can't be a 5 because it's a 2-cell 10. Oh, I know what that digit is. Well, I don't know it, but I can figure it out. That's a 5. So these cells can't be 5. And the reason this cell is a 5 is the central box of the Sudoku. And this is kind of reinforcing that 5s might be important. The central cell, or the central box of the Sudoku, so these 9 cells will, in the solved grid, contain all of the digits 1 through 9. If you add those digits together, you will get 45. If you subtract 10 and 10 and 11 and 9 from 45, these sum to 40. If you subtract 40 from 45, you will have a 5 left over. Now, that 11, 9, 10, and 10, is that interesting? Because if they were 4 10 cages, you would know 1 would be 1, 9, 1 would be 2, 8, 1 would be 3, 7, 1 would be 4, 6. But that's different here. I'm not sure if there's something going on here that I've mentioned this before. MavericksJD can just look at parts of a grid and see stuff that is just completely invisible to me. And I remember sitting down with MavericksJD while creating a different puzzle pack, and him explaining logic that to him was just completely obvious, and I couldn't see it. And I'm wondering whether there's something going on here that I can't see that would just be completely obvious to another solver. Like, if this was 9-2, if this is 9-2, this could be 1-8, and this could be 3-7 and 4-6. If this is 9-1, I'm not sure. I was thinking that if I put 9 in here, is that going to break anything? Because I then couldn't put 1 in here. So this would be 9-2, this would be 1-8, but that does leave 3-7 and 4-6. If I put 9-1 in here, if I put 1-9 into a 10 cage, how do I make this up? Because, I'm not sure. Because I can see here, if this is 2-9, this becomes 1-8, and they offset each other. It's the same, I'm using the same digits as if these were two 10 cages, 1-9 and 2-8. But I think the same, yeah, these have to use the same digits that would make up two 10 cages. So if I was to put 8-3 in here, then this would have to be 7-2. And then all of a sudden I've got the other things available. If I was to put 7-4 in here, then the things that would go with the 7, this would have to be, what is it, 3-7-4, not 7-6. If I put 7-4 in here, this would have 7-4, I can't even type, then this would have to be 3-6, which are the two digits, right? So it does just work, okay. But is it still about 5s in here? So I can't put 5s in any of these cells. But I'm not sure what that's doing. I'm not sure that's important at all. Like 5 is quite restricted up here. But I'm not sure that that's the trick. I think it's worth remembering, but I'm not sure it's the trick. I could be wrong. Like I can't put 1 or 2 on this line. Ooh, this is actually quite restricted. Because if I put 9 on this line, this becomes 9-8-7 and that cell is broken. So there's no 9 on this line. I don't think there's a 9 on that line either. So there's no 9 here, because it would become 9-8-7 and that is broken. If I put a 9 on this line, this would become 9-8-7-6-5. That would be a 5. That would be a 6. That would be a 3. Oh, maybe it would. These would be 9-8-7. And I think that does just work. Because I was wondering whether I could force 9 in here, make that a 9, and force that to be a 9. Maybe it's the other way. Is there a reason this can't be a 9? Like, is there a reason those can't be 9? If 9 is in here, this becomes 5, this becomes 6. So this becomes 5. Now it was 9 in here, which leaves a lot of freedom for 9 here. There's also something going on with 9s. Because wherever... if that's a 9, 9 is forced onto multiple Renbans down here. Because that can't be 9-8-7 either. So 9 can't go in either of those. And surely a 9 can't go on both of these. Right. 9 can't go on both of these because if 9 was here and 9 was here, these would both have to be 5. No, that's not true. Wait a minute. No, this would be 6, but this one doesn't have the restriction of the 6 cage at the top. So I could put 9 onto both of those. This would be 5, 4. This would be 3, 6, and I could easily put 9 down here. But then how would I do the 11 cage? I don't know. So maybe even that could be a 9. But there's no 9 in any of those. So 9 is in here and in here. This is a puzzle that MavericksJD submitted as a walk in the park puzzle. And every tester went, nope. I'm missing something though, I know it. I don't know what it is. So is it the connection of these? Because these are either 1, 5 or 2, 4. But as I said, if there's a 9 in here, this would be 5, 6, and these would be 7, 8, 9. And 6, 3 would work. And these, that would 5, 1, 2, 6, 3. That would be 4. Which would mean this would also be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, what? So if 9 is on this line, this becomes a 6, this becomes a 3, this becomes 5, 1, that's 4, and this is also 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then these are 1, 2, 3, 4. That's strange. I can't see this. Now 13 cage is quite restricted. There's only 3 ways to make it. There's 9, 4, there's 8, 5, and there's 7, 6, which is lots of different options. But I can't put 1, 2, or 3 into it. Now, if I did 7, 6, now even 7, 6 is possible. This is only a 5-cell long line. This could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't understand. This can't be 1, 2, 3 or 7, 8, 9. So I can't have a 9 or a 1 on this. So 9 and 1 are both over here. But I could put them both in here. This is a 1, 2 virtual pair. I can't put a 1 or a 2 in here. Actually, that's interesting. Oh, if this was 4, 5, this can't be a 5, because if this is a... This is so easy. If this is a 5, that's a 4. And then this would be 1, 2, and that's broken. That's not the 5. That's not the 4. This is a 3, 6. Which means this isn't 3, 6. That's the 5. That's the 4. That was so easy. It was... But what does that do? Because I knew there was... Oh, there's no 4 on this line. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these are 1, 2, 3. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. So what's this? I can't make it... I can't put a 1 on it. It can't be 1, 2, 3 because that would break that. It could be 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5 is possible. 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 7. But I can't do 6, 7, 8. Actually, I can't even do 5, 6, 7. So this, I can't have a 1 on it. 2, 3, 4 is possible. 3, 4, 5 is possible. 4, 5, 6 is possible. 6, 7, 8. Actually, 4, 5, 6 is possible. 5, 6, 7 isn't possible. That would leave those as just being 8, 9. So these are from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only, which means it must contain a 4. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. This is weird. So 1 is down here and not in an 11 cage. That's the 1. So what is this? It could be 9, 2, making that a 9. It could be 8, 3, making that an 8. So the high digit that's in here is in here. If this is 4, 5, 6, this is 7, 8, 9. No, this can't be 4, 5, 6. If this is 4, 5, 6, this is 7, 8, 9, and this is 2, 3. That doesn't work. There's no 6 on here. So there is a 3 on here. And the digit it is in here is either 2 or 5. So this is either 9, 2 or 5, 6. They're the only possibilities. Which means 7 and 8 must be down here, and this can't be 7 or 8. That is a 6 or a 9. Now 3 must be over here. This is absolutely nuts. This must go as high as 8. This must go as high as 8. Oh, this is cool, because I've got these cells to put 9, 8, and 7. So there must be at least one of, if I put 9 on it, 8 is on the line. So this must go as high as 8. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. This can't be a 3. That's a 6. That's a 3. Now, but there must be at least a 7 and an 8 on this. There must be at least a 7 and an 8 on this. But it could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And it can't be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, because if it's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, then this becomes 1, 2 again. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 7, 8, 9. This is 5, 1. This is 2. This is 4. And now this can't have a 4 on it. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these are 1, 2, 3. Now this can't be the 5. The 1, 2, 3 here means this isn't the 6. There's no 5 here because of this. The 5 is actually in here. This is crazy. This 1 means there's no 1 here. So the 1 is definitely in one of those two. This 18 cage, now this is where I get the feeling if I was using the killer calculator, I'd be able to do this a lot faster. Now, this 9K, no. Now this Renban is way more restricted now because I've got 2 1s, 2s and 3s already in the column. So this now can't go as high, be as high as 6, 7, 8. This can't be 9, 8, 7. It can't even be 6, 7, 8. Oh, actually it couldn't be because of this. So this is from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't go as high as a 7. 1 must be in here. There must be a 4 on this again. There's no 5 on this because of that. So with no 5, there's no 6. This is a 2, 3, 4, and this is 1, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4 makes... Oh, that's the 1, and it has been for ages. The 2 comes out of here. This is a 1, 3 pair. What do I get for not paying attention? This is weird. So there's a 2 or a 3 in this 18 cage. Now, if there's a 2 in the 18 cage, it must go with 7, 9, but it could. If there's a 3 in the 18 cage, it must go with 2 digits that sum to 15, which would be 7, 8, which would be fine, or 6, 9, which would be fine. These are all from 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 6 must be up here. And I don't know that that's helped me at all. This line, of course. Wow. Now, of course, this was never the 5, so this was never the 6. This is never the 5. 5 is in one of those two and one of those 3. 7 and 8 are in here. Oh, wow. Okay. I am not good at this puzzle, am I? Is it this Renban? Because it can't have a 1 on it. It can't have a 2 on it. Because if I put a 2 on this, it'd need to go 2, 3, and both of those would be 1. So there's no 1 or 2 on this. This can't be 1 or 2. Can I put a 3 on it? This could go 1, 2. This could be 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe. But there's no 1 or 2 on it. There must be a 5 on it, and it must be in one of those 3 spots. 5 here would put 8 here. It seems okay. But there's no 1 or 2 in these cells. There's no 1 or 2 in those cells. Right. So I can't put 1 or 2 in any of those cells, and I can only put one of them there. So there must be a 1 or a 2 on this line. So if there's a 1 on this line, it's 1, 2, 3. If there's a 2 and no 1, it's 2, 3, 4. So this is from 1, 2, 3, 4. And it must contain 2 and 3 for that to work. So now there's no 3 on this line. Well, actually, there could be a 3 on the line, but it can't be in this box. Oh, come on. That was fascinating. Doesn't it do more? This is not a 5. Sure. That doesn't help me, though, so I'm not... My boat is not floated by that. This is not 1, 8. Could be 2, 7, 3... This is 2, 7 or 3, 6. Again, I'm just over pencil marking. This was a fascinating deduction, but I don't know what to do with it. This can't be 1, 8. If it was 2, 7, I'd be left with a... No, I wouldn't be left with a deadly pattern because the 10 cage could resolve it. 2, 7 could work. No, 2, 7 would make this 1, 9. Okay. This would be the 2, this would be the 7. This would be 1, this would be 9, this would be 6. This would be 6, 5. If this was 3, 6, this would be 1, 2, and this would be 1, 9 again. Wait, what? And if this is 4, 5... Holy cow! Let's look at this 9 cage. It cannot be 1, 8 because the 1 in the box, I can't put a 1 on this Renban and there's a 1 here. This is not 1, 8. 1 is up here. Or for the row, 1 is up here. If it's 2, 7, I can't put 2 on this Renban because if I put 2 on the Renban, 2 and 3 and both of those are 1. So if it's 2, 7, it's 2 and 7. Now that doesn't work because if this is 2, well, actually it might work. But if this is 2, 7, this couldn't be 3, 7, and it couldn't be 2, 8. So this would be 1, 9. So if this is 2, 7, this is 1, 9. Right. So 2, 7 makes this 1, 9. The next option is 3, 6. So if this is 3, 6, this is 1, this is 2. So now 2 and 3 are in this box, in this column up here, and this is 1, 9. So if this is 3, 6, this is 1, 9. If this is 4, 5, which is the last possible option, I think we're broken, because this would be the 4, this would be the 5. I'll do that with center marks. This would be, I do this with center marks. This would be the 4, this would be the 5. And now I don't have 5 on this line. So it can't be 4, 5. So any way I populate this, this is the 1 and this is the 9. And the 9 looks down, making that the 6, taking 6 out of those. The 6 is now here. Why couldn't I can't put 6 there because that'd be the 5. This is the 6, this is the 5, taking 5 out of there and making that the 5. There's no 5 on this line. This is a 2, 3, 4 line. That's crazy. That is absolutely nuts. The 1 makes that the 3 and that the 1. I'm sorry, that was absolutely crazy. Now, this is still either 2, 7 or 3, 6. And I'm not sure with 3, 6 if an order is forced. But these are from 5, 7, 8, 9. That can't be a 9. Now, if this is a 5, this would be an 8. If this is a 7, this would be a 6, so it's not a 7. If this is an 8, this would be a 5, so it's not an 8. And if this is a 9, this would be a 4. So these are the only possibilities here. But these, I need to put a 2 in here. There's a 2 in here, with 2 digits that sum to 12. So it's either 2 with 9, 3, so this can't be a 9. I can't put 9 in this cage. That's a 9. Because I can't put 9 in the cage. 9, 2 would need, 9, 2 would need a 3, and I don't have it. So that's a 9, which means this isn't a 3, so this isn't a 6. That's a 2, 3 pair. But 9 here makes this 4. These are 2, 7, 8, 9. I'm actually going to remove that one, because 2, 7 would need 5. 2, 8 would need 4, so I can't do 2, 8 here. And 2, 9 doesn't work. This is 2, 7. 2, 7 needs 5. So that's an 8. This is not 8 or 9. That's the 7, and I can take the 7 out of those. That's absolutely nuts. But these are now 5, 6, 7, and 8, and must contain a 5 and an 8. 9 is now in one of these. There's no 5 there. Now, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Sorry, this is melting my brain. The minimum I can put into this cage is 4, 5, 6, which is 15. So I've got a lot of leeway there. Again, if I had the killer calculator totals in my head, but I just don't. But 8 is in one of those two, because I can't put 8 there and I can't put 8 there. So 8 is in one of these, and then I need 2 digits that sum to 11. Can't use 9, 2, can't use 8, 3. It's 7, 4 or 5, 6. It was either 5 and this is 8, 6. So we've either got 5 with 8, 6, or if it's 7, 4, I'm not seeing the restriction. But this can't be 1, 2, 3. could be 4, 5. It can't be 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this is only 4 or 5. So 1 in this column, of course, is on this. There's no 4 here. This is now 1, 2, 3, which means that's 7 and that's 2. There is no 7 here. This is a 4, 5 pair. There's no 4 here. This is 8. 8, 7 needs 4. 8, 6 needs 5. Right. But if this is 1, 2, 3, can I tell this now? Am I looking at the right place? Almost certainly not. Of course, this 5 makes this 4, which makes this 5. So these have to sum to 14. So there's no 7 in them. This is the 8, 6. This is the 7. The 7 comes out of here. This is 5, 6, 8. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 9. And the only 2 of those that sum to 13 is 4 and 9. And that's the 7, which takes the 7 out of there. I'm solving this terribly, but I'm having a lot of fun. Now, this is now 1, 2, 3, isn't it? I can do 1, 2, 3. I can't do 2, 3, 4. I can't do 3, 4, 5. I can't do 4, 5, 6. Can't do 5, 6, 7. Can't do 6, 7, 8. Can't do 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 3. There's no 7 here. So this is 6, 8, 9. So this is the other 2, 3. This can't be a 6. Because of the 1, 5, 6. So this is 8 or 9. There's no 1 here. So there must be a 4 in here. Oh, the 7 makes that 2. And makes that 3. I keep getting distracted by other bits of logic that I want to look at, which are completely unhelpful. There's no 6 here. This central box is going to do something at some point, right? All right. Okay. Where is 9 in this column? Could be there. Can't be here. But it's in one of those 2 cells. 8. Is this an 8-9 pair? I think this is an 8-9 pair. So these are not 8 or 9. No, that one can be. Those are not 8 or 9. Because of pencil marks. Can't put 8 or 9 in here because if I put 8 in here, I'd need a 1 and I can't do it. Can't put 9 in a 9 cage. So none of these are 8 or 9. If this was a 9, I'd need a 2 and I don't have it. If it was an 8, I'd need a 3. I don't have it. So there's no 8, 9 there. There's only 2 places for 8, 9 in the column. So this is 8 or 9. So this is 1 or 2. That's kind of cool. And that gives me an 8-9 pair. So this is not an 8. So this is a low digit, but not sure. This could be 7 though. So these have to sum to, well, hang on, these have to sum to 15 because that's a 3. So if this is an 8, this is a 7. And if this is a 9, this is a 6. So this is only 6 or 7. There's a 4 and a 9 in here. Wait, there's a 4. Hang on, where's 9 in this row? There's a 4 and a 9 in here. So there's no 9 here. Oh, of course, that 9. What a twonk knuckle I am. Because 9 is in one of those 2. What a twonk knuckle. 4 and 9 are in here. But I can't put 4 and 9 into an 11 cage because 4 needs 7 and 9 needs 2. So this is either 4 or 9. There's no other option for it. And this is either 4, 7 or 2, 9. But it can't be 2, 9. What am I talking about? I can't put 9 in the cage. There's 1, 2, 3 down here. This is not 2, 9. This is 4, 7. That is 9. I may not be quick, but I get there at the end. So this is 8, this is 6, and this is the 7, making this the 6, making that the 9, making that the 8, which makes that the 9 and that the 8. This is a very clever puzzle, which doesn't surprise me, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. Well, hang on. I must have a 2 or a 3 in this cage, and there's a 2, 3 there. If I don't have it, so if this is a 2, this is 3, 6. If this is a 3, this is a 2, 7. If I don't put a 2 or a 3 in here, this is 6, 7, which doesn't sum to 9. So that can't be a 2 or a 3, that's a 4. Which looks up making that the 7 and that the 4, which means 4 is in one of those. Now 4 here would go with 7. So I can't put 4 there because that would be 7. So 4 is in one of those two. 4, 6, maybe. 4, 7, maybe. No, I can't put 4 there. That'd be a 6 and that doesn't work. This is 4 and 7, which takes 7 out of there, making that a 7. There's no 7 in here anymore. So this isn't 7, 2. This is 3, 6. And this is either 1, 9 or 2, 8. This isn't a 9, so this isn't a 1. This isn't an... I pushed the wrong button. This isn't an 8, so this isn't a 2. 7 looks down, taking 7 out of there. So this is a 7. That's a 1, 2, 3 triple. So that's a 9. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's an 8. The 2 looks up, taking 2 out of there. More importantly, it looks down, making that a 3 and that a 2. The 3 looks up, making that a 1, and we take a 1 out of there, which I could have done, but the 2 looks up, making that the 3 and that the 2. The 8 looks down, making that the 9 and that the 8. Oh, this is clever. This isn't the 1. This isn't a 1. The 2 says that's not a 2. The 8 makes that the 9 and that the 8. 4 and 2 mean that's a 3, and 3 comes out of those. The 3 looks back, making that the 1, and I take 1 out of there. Of course, the 6 makes that the 8 and that the 6. And now I'm just down to resolving this central stack. The 1, of course, takes 1 out of there. So the 5, 6 pair makes that the 1. This is so clever. The 9, of course, made that the 4 and that the 9. The 4 looks back, making that the 2 and that the 4. The 2 looks back, making that the 3 and that the 2. The 3 looks across, making that the 6 and that the 3. The 6 looks across, making that the 5 and that the 6. And now the 5 and the 6 look across, making that the 8, which makes that the 6 and that the 5. And that is the solution. That is amazing. And I'm really happy that I was able to pull that one off without using the killer cage calculator at all. The break into that with how these lines interact off each other. Now, I know MavericksJD considered this puzzle a walk in the park. I'm rating this one quite a hike. It's not a trek. I will fully acknowledge this isn't a trek into the wilderness, but this is a bit of a hike. All the testers were right about that. This is a hike. MavericksJD can just see a grid in ways that no one else I know can. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Mavericks. I look forward to seeing how people react to these puzzles. I really do. Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.